You're listening to the best of the Morning X, dropping back into the interview from a few moments ago. This is the original 99X.
We're talking to Carmen Electra in the movie Scary Movie. Carmen, what do you think the biggest misconception is about Carmen Electra?
You know, I think that people automatically assume that because I married Dennis Rodman that I'm this crazy person and we had this crazy life. And, you know, we definitely had our ups and downs. But I like to have fun, but I'm really definitely now, especially now, I'm more grounded and more centered than I have been in a long time. I mean, I lost my mom to cancer during the time I met Dennis. And so I think a lot of people don't really know that. And if you've ever lost someone, you know that the pain is tremendous. And I was afraid to be alone. I didn't want to spend 1 minute by myself because I knew that I would break down if I thought about my mom. And during that time, Dennis was there for me. And he was also like a distraction because he is so exciting and so controversial. And he really kept my mind off of thinking about my mother.
He is a distraction. That's for sure.
Oh, a huge distraction.
Are you still married?
It was fun. We had fun too. You know, we had great times. Yeah. But I had to step back from everything because it just got crazy, and I needed to step back and feel the loss of my mom, and that's what it started with. And now I'm in such a better place. So hopefully I can just continue to keep, you know, healing and moving forward.
Very sorry about your mom. The stories about you guys are endless. And
I know.
I mean, you're married, you're not married, you're married. I mean, what is it? I don't even know.
We're not married.
You're not married. And
are you still friends?
Each other? You friends?
Yeah, we're still friends.
You know, we had Dennis on around the Super Bowl, and he was actually a real good guy, and he was a great guest. And we had posed this question to him. Was there anything, I think we had asked him, is there anything that he'd ever done that afterwards he thought, man, I can't even believe I did that? Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, like, has there ever been anything you did, like, while you were out with Dennis that you look back and think, man, I can't even believe I did that? You know, you got caught up in the moment, and, you know, and it doesn't have to be something like sexual, just in general.
Right,
like
right.
You know.
I think probably what happened in Miami.
The fight at the hotel?
What happened in Miami?
You know, we just had an argument that just got out of control. I mean, it wasn't blown out of proportion like everyone made it seem. You know, everyone made it into such a big deal, and then there were all these rumors that were started. But we had a lot of tension because we really do love each other. And during that entire summer, we were broken up, and I decided to fly out to visit him on the movie set of a new movie he was working on in Miami. And we went out that night, and this guy was asking me to dance, so he kept walking up to me, asking me to dance, and finally Dennis said, well, just go dance with him, I don't care. So I'm on the dance floor dancing with this guy, and, you know, Dennis was cool, he didn't care, and then at the end of the night, the guy walks up to me and just plants a big kiss on me.
Whoops.
Not any tongue or anything, but just his lips. And that's kind of when Dennis got a little bit upset and sort of lost it. That's where the argument started. It had nothing to do with Fred Durst, because I think that was a rumor that was going around. But that's how it started. And in a way, I just kind of regret, you know, arguing back because we were both arguing at each other, and that was really stupid.
And you're in a nightclub.
It wasn't worth it.
And you're in a nightclub, and there's probably some alcohol involved, and it's very, you know, there's a lot of passion. And
yeah, I mean, I think everyone's been in an argument with the person they love, but Dennis Rodman has a deep, loud voice, so I think everyone staying at the hotel could hear him, you know?
Do you have a temper?
Well, I'm Irish and Indian, so you figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I know.
You know what, though? I had more of a temper at a younger age, and, I mean, I'm 27, so I'm like talking like I'm 80 or something, but I've really learned how to control it, and I don't really have the temper I used to have when I was younger.
Yeah, I'm guessing, though, that you're the kind of girl who finds herself in relationships where, you know, some people have relationships where it's just like a steady line throughout the whole thing. There's not like a lot of ups and downs, and you probably have a lot of high, you know, when it's really, really high, it's great, and when it's really, really low, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Am I right?
Well, yeah, in the relationship with Dennis, it was that way. You know, there was when it was good, it was freaking amazing, and when it was bad, it was pretty bad. So it's, you know, I think that Dennis and I are both very extreme people, you know, and I think that's something that comes along with it.
We haven't done the fish quiz. This will take 15 seconds, okay?
15 seconds.
See if you can beat Dennis. 15 seconds in which to name as many fish as possible. All right? 15 seconds. Anything underwater that is living and breathing counts.
Yeah.
On your mark,
Alrighty.
get set.
There you go. Real quickly.
Koi fish,
Go.
bass, salmon, swordfish, anything?
Yeah.
Anything like swimming in the water?
Yeah.
Living.
Living in the water, octopus, jellyfish.
All right, 6.
Okay, 6.
All right.
Respectable.
Respectable.
Thanks, Carmen.
You were,
All
it was
right.
sprung on you.
Bye-bye. Carmen Electra on the Morning X. What did Dennis do? Do you have Rodman there? I don't
Yeah.
think it was much more than that, was it?
Let's see.
She's pretty open to talking about that.
She sounds very
good.
cool.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
actually does sound cool.
She did look the best I've ever seen her in that movie.
God, she looked unbelievable.
She had all the gloss was gone, but
You know
yet
what?
the
Did he do it?
beauty down below was still there. I thought, no, you know what? He didn't do it. At the end, he said he had to go. He didn't want to do it. Didn't
She
he?
beats him by
You're right.
default.
The best of the Morning X. 99X.
Bravo TV star Lala Kent holds nothing back on the Give Them Lala podcast.
It's very a lot.
You want the headline.
Here is my interview with Vicky Gunvalson. Who did the biggest number on you?
I'm not friends with Tamara anymore, which is fine.
Do you feel like you guys can repair?
No.
Stick to what you know.
Iconic.
Absolutely fantastic. It is like the Super Bowl every episode.
Give Them Lala.
Unhinged, but also amazing TV.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.